In John 3 verse 16, God says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life." This verse shows us the extent of God's love for us. He loved us so much that he sent his only Son to die for us, so that we can have eternal life. As Christians, we are called to be the light of the world. We are called to love our neighbors as ourselves and to be a witness for Christ. God says in Matthew 5 verses 14 to 16, "You are the light of the world." A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. God says that we are his children. In Romans 8 verses 16 to 17, it says, "The Spirit himself testifies with our spirit that we are God's children. Now if we are children, then we are heirs, heirs of God and co-heirs with Christ, if indeed we share in his sufferings in order that we may also share in his glory." This verse shows us that we are not just followers of Christ, but we are also his children. And as his children, we are heirs to his kingdom. God says that we are never alone. In Hebrews 13 verse 5, it says, "God has said, 'Never will I leave you, never will I forsake you.'" This verse shows us that no matter what we are going through, God is always with us. He will never leave us or forsake us. He is always there to comfort us and guide us through life's challenges. God says that we should trust him. In Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6, it says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." This verse shows us that we should trust God with everything in our lives. We should not rely on our own understanding, but we should submit to him and trust that he will guide us on the right path. God says that we should love one another. In John 13 verses 34 to 35, Jesus says, "A new command I give you, love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another. By this everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another." This verse shows us that love is the key to being a true disciple of Christ. We should love one another as Christ loved us, and by doing so, we will be known as his disciples. God says that we should have faith. In Hebrews 11 verse 1, it says, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see." This verse shows us that faith is the foundation of our relationship with God. We may not always see him or understand his plan, but we should have faith that he is always with us and working for our good. As Christians, we have been given a great responsibility. We are called to be the light of the world, to love no matter what and to always forgive. Thank you for staying till the end. God bless you.